London's key role supporting the nation's economy and the city's own rapid expansion demand a state-of-the-art transport system. Transport for London is here to ensure we can meet both current and future needs. The Northern Line extension will play a crucial role within the capital's transport network. 2 brand new stations, Nine Elms and Battersea Power Station, will be served by an additional 3 kilometres of twin track. 2017 saw the project make huge strides forward in terms of civil engineering, laying the foundations for the future fit-out and station operations.
A lot's been achieved over the last 6 months and it's been a really successful delivery period. I mean, in terms of tunnelling, the 2 TBMs have now finished their journeys from Battersea to the Kennington shafts, and in fact they've both been completely dismantled and removed from site. Over the Christmas and New Year period we had a 10-day blockade on the Kennington Loop when we had to take out the invert of the old Kennington Loop and the track associated with it and install the 2 new turnouts we need, which will be the entrances or the routes into the new Northern Line extension.
The first stage of this 10-day blockade was to take out the existing tunnel rings. As we were taking those rings out, we found that the method was actually too slow, and to get us back on programme, we changed the methodology of how we would take out those rings. The next stage was to install the track form. So we set out all of the track, which you can see behind me here. These are the Sonneville blocks that's been used in this area, which is the low vibration block to reduce the noise to the residents that are situated above us in this step plate junction. Following that, there was a concrete pour. We had some issues with the concrete pour. The rate of concrete getting into site was too slow from delivery down into the shafts, but we've then caught that back up by having multiple teams and multiple disciplines working in this area. We will then continue after this blockade to build track down to Nine Elms and Battersea to complete the Northern Line extension.
We're transitioning in the next few months out of sort of pure civils construction, which is large concrete boxes and floor slabs and things like that, and we're moving into the actual fit out of the stations. So what's going to be happening is we're being sort of metamorphosing from pure civils into building the operational station for the railway.
Here at Nine Elms we completed the capping beam and B1 excavation works at the beginning of 2017. That's allowed us to continue down to B4 excavations, to where we're going to be breaking out the sides of the tunnels and creating the platform levels. We've still got a lot to do. Things like lifts and escalators have still got to be put in and make the station look a bit more like an actual operational station. We are very mindful of our residents that are close to the construction site. So if we're using the crane, we make sure we're using white noise. Reversing vehicles, same again. We want to make sure that we put our priorities in order so we can provide a station that the public will enjoy and use many years to come.
Recently at Battersea we've completed the bulk excavation. We've removed over 845,000 tonnes of earth on 701 barges. So looking forward, we're looking to start the platform installation. Then we're moving on to fit out in April, starting with the internal blockwork walls and then moving into mechanical and electrical.
In terms of the fitting out of the tunnels going forward, it's sort of all the works for sort of cable management systems for hanging the new cables in, the lighting, the ventilation. And the important phase we've got to be working on at the moment is preparation for the laying of the new track down the tunnels.
In the last 6 months we're glad to say that we've achieved other sort of milestones for the NLE Railway Systems team. We've completed elements of our HV and DC traction power works. So we're doing works down at Oval and in between Kennington and Oval for the 22 kV CMS route. So in preparation for Flow's 22 kV HV cables.
So by the time the work's completed in around 2 to 3 weeks' time, we'll have installed around 2,500 of these on 2.5 kilometres of track between Kennington and Stockwell on operational existing Northern Line. When those works are done, we'll be able to hand the route over to Flow for installation with the cable itself, which will then go on to supply the power required to operate and run the Northern Line extension. All the works we're doing at Oval have to be during engineering hours. So it's quite a complex civil engineering challenge to ensure that the guys get down on site every single night, can do the work that they need to do, and then can reinstate it before start of traffic the next day.
For the very first time, we will be introducing third generation TBTC technology for Northern Line, and we will be the first team to deploy that. This is a hugely exciting time for us. We've now signed the contract with Thales for the delivery of the signalling for Northern Line extension. We are now ready to move to the next phase.
I'm really excited for the future and looking forward to when the line opens and the 2 new stations open. I think there'll be of immense benefit to the travelling public, not just in the area, but also for interchanges and regeneration to a much needed area of London.
But the important thing is we've more than improved upon our environmental commitments that we undertook at the start of the project. This last year, 2017, has been incredibly successful for the project. We've achieved an awful lot and huge amounts has moved forward, and that's set us on a very good foundation for as we move into 2018 and beyond for delivering the project successfully.